Wet Cement is such a delight. This is the third segment of the sixth episode of the first season of Looney Tunes cartoons, and there will be spoilers as I discuss what happens in this and mention some highlights because I really adored this. This is a Porky Pig and Daffy Duck cartoon, and I love Porky and Daffy as a duo. I think maybe I prefer Porky and Daffy to Bugs and Daffy. But that's a conversation for another day. This one is all about Porky Pig filling in some cement, and it's wet cement. There's a sign that clearly says wet cement, and he's just finished it off. It's smooth, everything looks perfect. Along comes Daffy. He sees the sign, he sticks his foot in. No problem, Porky Pig will just wipe over the top, and then Daffy does it again and again. And then he gets very creative. And I'll mention a couple of highlights in a moment, but he gets very creative with how he leaves marks in the cement. And as he gets increasingly creative, Porky gets increasingly annoyed. And it is so fun. And the gag just never seemed to get old, even though it's the exact same thing of Daffy and disturbing the cement, Porky getting annoyed and fixing it, and so on. It just never got old, and I really, really thoroughly enjoyed that. I say that the whole cartoon is about 2 or 3 minutes, but I think I could have watched a couple more minutes of this without it getting old. So some highlights. The first time I genuinely laughed laughed out loud is when Daffy flew inside a giant boot and made this huge boot print. I thought that worked really well, and I enjoyed it when Porky Pig, who just happened to have a pillow, conveniently opened the pillow and hid inside of it to trick Daffy. I thought that worked well. And ultimately, with Daffy's beak sticking out of the cement, I thought that was pretty great too. But I enjoyed the whole thing. I thought all of Wet Cement was a really enjoyable cartoon with a lot to offer, very funny, very entertaining, beautifully animated, of course, and one, as I said, I'd happily have watched 2 or 3 more minutes of this. It worked really well. I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and I definitely think it's worth checking out.